Builders First Source is the nation's largest supplier of building products. We provide
Hi, I'm Jeff McCoy with 21 Country Market. We're proud to be in our 21st year of serving Jackson County and the surrounding communities. For all your fuel, food, and hardware needs, visit one of the 21 Country Market family of stores where it's always fast, friendly, and helpful. For more information, visit 21country.com.
Who might take a shot that maybe they're not supposed to take. It'll be interesting to see what roles this experienced Nitro team has taken so far this season.
Oh, without a doubt. Now let's go to the homestanding Vikings. The Vikings have been led thus far this year in scoring by Brady Anderson. He's at a 16.6 point per game average. Luke Johnson not too far behind at 15.4 points a game. Both of them foul-plagued the other night over in Ravenswood. Johnson picked up 2 fouls early in that contest in the first quarter and was relegated to the bench. It really hurt the Vikings as they were able to get Brady in foul trouble later, and our inside game was basically Joey Ramsey, and he did a good job of in there battling and keeping the game close, but boy, it was tough going for the Vikings. So what do we got to do tonight to get a victory here against this very talented and very potent offense in Nitro?
Well, I think it's going to be war inside. I think we're going to be fighting for rebounds. We definitely don't want to get in foul trouble, but I think rebounding is going to be important. We don't want to give them a lot of offensive boards. We don't want to give them a lot of second chances to clean up the boards and get another shot. And honestly, we're going to need some second chances because, I mean, they're going to come out and they're going to attack us. And if they put the ball up and we get a miss out of them, we want to get these rebounds.
All right, Phil, we're going to take a break. We're going to step out. The two teams have made it to the mid-court section, and we're awaiting our national anthem. We'll take a break here. You're listening to the Viking basketball on 98.3 The Bull.
The Nitro Wildcats. At this time, we invite you to stand and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose brush stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and we're all
At this time, let's move the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the Wildcats of Nitro High. Wearing 00, senior Charles Robin. Wearing number 1, a senior Trevor Lowe. Wearing number 2, a senior Colton Pater. Wearing number 4, a senior Bryce Myers. Wearing number 11, a senior Trey Paul. And the rest of the Wildcats coached by Austin Rowe.
These stands packed here tonight, taking up about 3/4 of the stands, and Nitro very well represented, and as you said, very raucous thus far. So the Vikings get the tip. Casto over to Good. Good out high to Johnson. He rotates the ball back around to Casto on the right wing. Tries to dribble penetrate against Robbins. Nothing going there. He backs it back out. Resets the offense. Dribbles to the right side. Penetrates. Dish inside to Johnson. Up no good, but the tip is there by Brady Anderson. Big number 22 inside. Vikings jump out to the 2-0 lead, and here come the Wildcats quickly down the floor. They will not hesitate as Myers gives the ball over to Rollins. Back to Myers. He's going to fire a three. No good off the rim, and Johnson there for the rebound. Vikings quickly up the floor. Joey Ramsey over to Johnson. Foul line short, and Ramsey gets the offensive board. Good job by Joey staying right in the fray there. Back out to Cade Good. He runs the point. Kicks it over the left wing. There's Ramsey looking inside. Ball tipped away. Basket up and good by Painter. He anticipated the entry pass to Anderson and tipped it out of there. Gets the layup.
Jeff, 2 good second chance tips and rebounds in the first 2 possessions down the floor tonight for the Rippers.
We're all tied up at 2. Here goes Casto, wide open dribble drive, straight line to the basket and in as the Vikings jump out to a 4-2 lead. 6:34 to go here in the opening quarter. Robbins down the floor, kicks it over to Hall. The senior dribbles to the elbow. He kicks it back out to Lola. He's not bashful. 3 up, rims out. Here come the Vikings quickly. Vikings looking to push so far, Phil, in this game.
Nitro not on the boards early on offense. Rebounding really hasn't been an issue for Ripley so far. They've had most of the paint.
Casto being heavily guarded out front by Robbins. Looked like a reach foul.
Oh, good catch.
Oh, here, want me to spin it on my finger or give it to the official? A lot of pressure there by the Nitro Wildcats on our guards. Our guards have had a little bit of problem this year when teams really turn up the heat. It happened over in Ravenswood the other night as Coach Price turned it up. Casto inside, bounce pass, tipped away again. Nitro has seen some film, you can tell, as the Vikings want to kind of pound the ball down inside. They've overplayed Brady all night long with Painter.
Yeah, Painter coming out with that one-ball pressure beyond half court there.
And Painter's on Anderson. If we could get the ball down into the post to him and let Brady do his thing, we might get their outstanding shooter in foul troubles. Johnson dribble drive up, no good. Anderson battles, tips it out, and here comes Robin on the fly for the Wildcats. He throws it back out front. No, he backs it away as he slows everything down and resets the Wildcat offense. Over to Myers, and Myers in the corner to Hall. All seniors out there on the floor. These guys have played a lot of minutes together for Wildcats. Robbins on the dribble drive. He's cut off by Castro, kicks it back out to Hall. Dribble drive up shot, contested and no good, and Johnson with another rebound. As you called it, Phil, the Wildcats have not contested. There's a strong move by Anderson. He gets the ball slapped away. Could have been a hack across the arms by Painter. No call. Vikings reset underneath to Johnson. Swing the ball over to Casto. Johnson being mugged by Lowe. And no call inside.
Yeah, he had the hooks in him there.
These officials look very familiar to the ones that were over in Ravenswood the other night. And so no call inside against the big man. 4-2 our score. Ripley leads. 4:46 to go on a running clock here in the first period of play as Nitro brings the ball up. Hall inside to Lowe. Lowe back out. Hall, he kicks it back out now. Painter top of the key.
Ripley doing a good job earlier stopping penetration.
Robbins inside. He tries to take it up against Johnson. Thinks otherwise. Tries to kick it back outside to Myers, and he loses the ball in front of the Viking bench. So the score stays at 4-2 as both teams struggling on the offensive end. And a lot of pressure being applied to the Viking guards. It looked like he was pushed out of bounds. Derek Mullins asked the official, and he says no, he just stepped out of bounds. So
Nitro coming with that pressure, and we got the first step on the defender there, but just got the sideline.
Vikings fall back into a 2-3 zone, making sure they can get out on the shooters for Nitro. Looked like a travel by Painter. He steps up, fires in and out, no good. And Joey Ramsey tracks down the rebound for the Vikings. Casto on the dribble drive. He's covered by Robbins, and then a turnover as Johnson going to the basket gets his pocket picked by Painter. Very, very shifty basketball player in Painter. Very sneaky in there. Low on the drive. He kicks it up against Johnson. Inside, a good spin move and scores it and ties the game up at 4. Here come the Vikings quickly. Nitro overplaying everything. There will be, if the Vikings are patient, a lot of open backdoor cut, drives, dishes, if they just can be patient, as Robbins and Isaiah Casto getting after one another. Robbins really likes to put the hands on. Casto dribble drive in all the way to the basket, lays it up, no good. Johnson there for the putback slam, didn't have a hold of it. Lost it up above the rim, and the Cats dodge a bullet there as Vikings point blank range can't get it to fall.
I'll tell you what, if we could get on the offensive boards the way we're getting these defensive rebounds, these opportunities are here, Jeff.
Yeah, and I look for the Vikings to try to attack. They do not have an answer inside for us if we can be strong with the basketball. Cut by Painter to the basket, kicks it out to Robbins, three-pointer up and in as the point guard for the Cats was able to get open. And they lead now 7-4. There finally get a call on Robbins as he overplays. And he's called for the foul. Probably could have had 2 or 3 on him by now if that same call continues. Casto with the basketball down in the corner, kicks it back out to Good. Good guarded by Hall. Top of the key, looks right. Kicks the ball over to Joey Ramsey, dribbles into the top of the key. Three-pointer by Casto, short. And Nitro there to get the rebound as the Vikings didn't have any inside position that time with the three-pointer shot early in the offense.
That's the first time we haven't had defensive rebound or offensive rebound.
Nitro with the ball, a lot of movement on offense. Painter steps up, shoots the three. He's not going to be bashful either. And another rebound for Luke Johnson as he comes out. Casto on the drive, kicks it out to Ramsey. He looks at the three, passes up, foul line. Johnson, shot up and good. As good ball movement by the Vikings finds Luke Johnson wide open at the elbow, and he knocks it down.
Luke's been hanging out up there this game so far. He's been open a couple times. Good to see him knock that one down.
Robbins on the dribble, right back out to low. Spot up three, no good off the side of the rim. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first period of action. The Vikings trail 7-6 against the Wildcats. Johnson with the ball. Kicks it over to Joey Ramsey. Ramsey back across court to Isaiah Casto. They leave him open at the three-point line. Johnson there at the top of the key. Fakes a three. Back to Ramsey. Back out to Johnson. Inside. And they're going to not connect on the high-low. And Vikings turn it over.
Yeah, Luke just let him just a little too far there on the cut.
Dylan Casto into the game for the Vikings. He'll replace Brady Anderson with 1:30 here to go in the game. A little frustration showed there by Brady as he's getting bumped and banged and held consistently underneath. And if they don't call it, smart by the Wildcats because he's definitely got a size advantage in there. Nitro brings the ball up once again.
Definitely the physical game early on that we were talking about.
Hall with the basketball, content to dribble out front against Goody. Gets the dribble drive, pulls up for the jumper. It's off. Johnson high above the rim to grab that rebound. And here come the Vikings. Ramsey with it in the front court. Pulls up, shoots the three. It's off the back of the iron. No good. And Nitro, one and done for the Vikings. Quick shot there. The score still 7-6 Nitro. They spot up for a three. It's long, no good. Hall in there for the rebound. And the ball's out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to belong to the Wildcats. 45.8 to go as Anderson replaces Ramsey into the lineup. He'll get a blow here for the final 45 seconds of this quarter. Vikings trail 7-6. Both teams struggling a little bit on the offensive end. Hall with the basketball kicks it over to Painter. Painter guarded there in the zone 2-3 by Cade. Good. Back across. Inside goes the pass, and it's blocked away by Johnson. Shot attempt by Myers, no good. And here comes Casto. He loses the basketball. It's on the floor. They're scuffling for it. He comes out there with it. And we've got a foul call. And that's going to be called on Robbins. And that's going to be his second field. So their point guard, who very aggressively guards out there on the floor, gets called for his second foul here in the first period of play.
Yeah, 2 fouls early if they're going to play him that aggressive. It's going to come into play later in the game if they need him.
Vikings inbound good with a shot up on the baseline. He makes it, gives the Vikings an 8-7 lead here with 13 seconds to go in the quarter. Painter brings it up for the Wildcats, barking out instruction. Nobody picked him up. We were fortunate. We still got Hall being unguarded. The Vikings in a man-to-man. They haven't matched up. Low fires another three. It's no good. And Johnson with another rebound. And the Vikings take the lead at the end of the first period of play. It's Ripley 8, Nitro 7. We'll be back with more Viking basketball action on 98.3 The Bull when we return. Welcome back to the campus of Ripley High School. Second quarter action here underway as the Vikings lead 8-7 against the Wildcats. Nitro with the ball inbound inside the low. He kicks it back out, but they're going to call a travel as Derek Woodrum, junior for the Cats, enters into the contest, turns it over, and the Vikings get possession of the ball with a 1-point lead. We'd like to also welcome our friends from Mountaintop Media here tonight, assisting with the video broadcast. They do a great job. We enjoy having them with us. Ripley with the ball. That's good. Back over to Johnson, top of the key. Low guards him. Trying to keep Johnson out of the paint where he's dominated on the boards. Look inside to Brady. Casto picks up his dribble. He's harassed there. Picks it back up. Lays it up and in. Good dribble drive by Isaiah Casto as the Vikings extend the lead to 10-7.
Great move there after losing the ball, seeing that his line of the basket was open there, Jeff.
Painter with the basketball, good guarding him. Vikings back to the man-to-man. They jump out of the 2-3. There's Myers with the ball back across. Hall with it now. Back out to Woodrum. Shot up and in. So Woodrum comes into the game, and he's not afraid to fire up the three. No, the Vikings lead now, cut to 10-9. Casto with the ball dribbling down left side, strong hand. Had a good opportunity that time as Johnson breaking the basket. He just couldn't handle the pass. He had a layup, shot by Johnson on the perimeter, no good. And the rebound out of there by Myers. Myers over low, wide open three, and you knew it was going to happen eventually. He was cold early. He finally spotted up with nobody on him and drops the three ball, and the Cats take the lead 12-10 on that three.
That's the second time Nitro has found that corner early, Jeff.
Inside to Anderson. He gets fouled twice. That official needs to switch ends of the basket because he's not going to call anything, I think just because of the size differential. Brady doesn't get a lot of calls because he's just so big and wide in there, and they were pounding on him when he got that ball entered. 12-12 our score. Nitro low with the ball in the corner, back out. Pritchard, Hall over to Woodrum. Hall with the basketball, dribble, drive, does the senior all the way across Pritchard, wide open three, and he knocks it down. You cannot leave him open as as Dylan Casto got caught away from him, and the sophomore will learn. Now that senior's pretty savvy, and he'll just lull you to sleep, let you fall down in there. Casto with the three, trying to get it back off of the iron. Brady with the rebound, he powers it up off the front of the rim, and no good. As the Vikings miss an opportunity there, great offensive rebound, just couldn't get the ball to fall. Cats down again, they fake a three, dribble into the elbow, shot up and good, and feel the Cats are starting to warm up a little bit, and Coach Mullins wants a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one, too. You're listening to Viking Basketball on 98.3 The Bull.
What we do here is go back.
Post, but we have not been able to take advantage of that as Johnson goes to the bench for the Vikings. Got Casto, good. Casto, that being Dylan Casto, Ramsey, and Anderson, and a good dribble drive that time by Cade Good. He's going to go to the foul line and shoot two as Lowe picks up his first foul for the Cats. First shot. And boy, we hold our breath when the Vikings go to the foul line. They've had their struggles there. They were 4 for 11 in the junior varsity game, Phil. And
well, in a physical, low-scoring game, we don't want to leave any of these out here.
Yeah, that's right.
All the ones, there we go.
As K. Good knocks both shots down, 17-14 now, the Nitro lead, as the Vikings drop back in a man-to-man. Hall with the dribble drive. Woodrum inside. Back out to Myers. Myers' three-point jump shot, no good off the front of the rim, and here comes Casto. The Vikings still able to board on the defensive end. Casto over to Casto. Dylan Casto with the three, and we got us a tie ball game, partner. That's his specialty. He can light it up when he gets going.
But a great job slowing down Nitro's momentum here because they really were on a run just a second ago.
Sure were, and here comes the Cats quickly back into the front court. Good guarding Hall. Hall over to Woodrum. He pump fakes, shot in and out and back in. As that young man, the juniors, came off the bench, and he's buried a couple shots here for the Cats in the second period. Isaiah Casto over to Anderson. The big man picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Dylan Casto. He gets overplayed out front. The Wildcats very aggressive on the defensive end at most positions. Here's Isaiah Casto, dribble drive. Nobody there. He puts it up, the shot no good. Ramsey with the rebound and back up and in.
Great offensive rebound. Great opportunity to get the put back there. Great move by Joey.
The athleticism of that young man, boy, I tell you what, there's just a couple things we can get into his repertoire on the basketball court, and he would be a star. Rebound by Anderson off the miss by Pritchard. Back out to Ramsey. He tries the inside, and Pritchard's there to pick it off. Looking for Anderson on the cut. Just couldn't get it in there. Brady comes down and swipes at the ball, and that's going to be a foul. 20 feet from the basket, and Coach Mullins just turned it around in size after that. We don't want the big man to pick up fouls that far away from the basket as Johnson replaces him into the game.
Well, that's a quick momentum killer when you're trying to stay in this tight ball game.
19-19 our score, 3:06 to go here in the first half as Hall brings the ball up for Nitro, kicks it over to Pritchard. A steal there by Ramsey. It's coming up against Lowe. He drops it back to Johnson. He loses the ball in the lane. A turnover for the Vikings. Looks like they had an easy. Sometimes Joey's just got to be selfish. He had it on the left side, which is his strong side. Take it right into Lowe's chest. Get that either foul or get that layup.
Yeah, we'd rather see Joey go up with that ball.
Lowe now with the basketball out to the top of the key. Johnson guards him. Back over to Myers. Myers dribble drive with Johnson out at the top. We had nobody, no shot blocker, no rim protector. And he finds a lane all the way. Nitro now 21-19 lead. Casto again with the ball. They're dribbling him down. A good bounce pass in the middle. We got to have Luke attacking that thing. It's wide open in there, and Nitro just steps in front.
Yeah, Luke didn't have position there on his defender for that pass.
So here we go. Nitro with the ball. Pritchard guarded by Ramsey. Kicks it into Lowe. Johnson guards him. Back cut. Nobody there. Here comes Pritchard on drive. Ramsey cuts him off. Back to Lowe. Long three. And you can count it. 24-19 now. Nitro extends the lead against the Vikings.
Well, that's a tough shot, Jeff, with Luke Johnson and two long arms in your face like that. Tough shot.
But that's what they're going to do as K. Good quickly with the shot off the back of the rim. No good. And here comes Nitro once again. One and done now for the Vikings as they're not getting anything off the offensive boards here the last few trips. Pritchard with the basketball. Ramsey guards him. Painter with the basketball. Back out to Hall. Hall off the dribble. Guarded there by Good. Kicks it over to Woodrum. Casto has him. Back to Hall. Dribbles into the elbow. Kicks it back out low to top of the key. Looked like he was going to fire another three. Thinks twice. Kicks it back out to Painter. Painter up with a long three off the front of the rim, and Johnson there to drag another rebound off the front of the rim. Nitro trying to double team Casto. He kicks it out quickly. Rotation to Johnson off the dribble inside to Joey Ramsey. Shot up and good. And that's the bread and butter. A little high-low there. Nice spacing by the Vikings so that the help defense couldn't get there.
Yeah, Luke has looked for Joey 3 times in a row now going down the floor.
3-point lead by Nitro, 24-21. 20 seconds to go here in the half. Nitro taking their time. Vikings in a 2-3 zone, trying to make sure they can get out on these shooters. Got to still play hard. And almost as Dylan Casto gets in the passing lane, gets his hand, gets a deflection, deflects it out of bounds with 9 seconds to go as Brady Anderson checks back in for Casto.
Nitro looking content to just be patient, use a little clock, take a 3-point lead right into the locker room here.
Hall with the basketball. He looks up at the clock. It's running. Painter over in the corner, rather. The shooter up, no good. Nobody blocked out Hall. He had a bunny and threw it clear over the backboard, anticipating Luke Johnson to be there. And that's going to do it for the first half of action here at the Health Center. Nitro leads the Vikings 24-21 at the half. You're listening to Viking basketball on 98.3 The Bull.
Hi, I'm Jeff McCoy with 21 Country Market. We're proud to be in our 21st year of serving Jackson County and the surrounding communities. For all your fuel, food, and hardware needs, visit one of the 21 Country Market family of stores where it's always fast, friendly, and helpful. For more information, visit 21country.com.
What we do here is go back.
honestly, there was only one time in the first half where Nitro was necessarily aggressive on rebounding. For the most part, there hasn't been a lot of black jerseys in the paint to contest us on rebounding.
No, you're exactly right. They've been one and done a lot of times. We got into a little bit of a funk where we ended up doing the same thing for 3 or 4 trips, a little quick on the trigger, and didn't have any position inside. But you're right, Nitro basically playing 5 guards. They don't have a true post. Lowe's probably their closest thing to it, but he has not really planted himself inside because he likes firing up the deep 3 also. So the Vikings are playing a combination of a man-to-man and a 2-3 zone, changed it up, but have been able, for the most part, to get out on the shooters, get a hand up in their face. On the opposite end for the Vikings offensively, early in the game, the Nitro pressure bothered us just a little bit. We couldn't get the ball inside when we wanted to. They were denying the ball. They were putting a lot of pressure on the guards so they couldn't see or have a clear path into the post. But when we did get it in there, we were able to score pretty easily. So I think Coach Mullins has probably told them, guys, that's our bread and butter tonight. You know, let's be patient. Let's spread the floor. Let's get good passing lanes. Let's throw it inside and see if we can beat them by 2s instead of 3s.
Well, and if anything that we're going to clean up offensively in the second half, we've had a few turnovers. And honestly, the turnovers haven't been anything more than us trying to make the extra pass and it just not quite be there. Trying to be a good teammate when maybe we should have just went strong, looked for a foul, try to get those free ones at the line. So I'm sure that's being addressed on the whiteboard in the locker room right now, Jeff.
And we saw it a couple times, especially late in the first half, as we got penetration on the baseline. It left the lane wide open. Luke's just got to come in there aggressively, get that thing, be strong with it, take it up, and tear the rim down. He does that a couple times, get to his student section, these fans for Ripley into this game. We could really do some damage to Nitro in that area of the game.
Yeah, momentum's going to it always plays such a role, but Nitro keeps going on these little runs, and we've managed to stop them and stay within the game. But we're due for a run ourselves. We're due for a run to get this offense going, get a couple defensive stops, and see if we can't get this crowd and this student section into it tonight.
Well, let's see what happens. We're just a couple minutes away from the second half inbound play, and let's see if the Vikings can come out and make a little run, as you said, try to take control of this basketball. Nitro will not go away, we know that. So the Vikings have got to be on their A game. 2 good basketball teams here tonight, ranked in the top 15 of AAA in the state of West Virginia. So we'll step out. You've been listening to the Johnson Insurance Agency halftime report. When we come back, we'll have second half action here at the Health Center. You're listening to Viking basketball on 98.3 The Bull. Back to second half action here at the campus of Ripley High School. Ripley comes out with the inbounds play, finds Johnson breaking across the middle for the layup. And they cut the score to 24-23. Nitro penetration. Fourth shot up by Painter, rebounded out there by Anderson. He's looking for an outlet, and he finally gets Casto to come back to the ball. And the Vikings take it to the offensive end.
And Jeff, there's Robbins back in the game with 2 fouls.
Johnson inside, misses the first one, gets his own rebound, gathers himself, and you can see what they talked about at halftime. Get it into the big man in the paint.
Yeah, they're giving Luke some space down there. They're going to let him go to work tonight.
And have you noticed the spread offense by the Vikings as they came out in the first period of play? And
a wallet.
We got a wallet on the court. Jameson Hunt looking to see if there's any money in it. Must be one of the officials got 100 in it, so we don't know who paid off who. But anyway, play back underway. Nitro with the basketball. Robbins back on the court, as Phil said. Start the second half. Nitro kicks it around the perimeter. 5-out offense being run by Nitro as they just try to screen and screen away and try to find an open shooter on the floor. Painter with the basketball for the Cats over to Hall. Hall dribble drives left side, goes the elbow, pulls up. He's going to shoot the 3. It looks like it's off the right side, and there's Johnson once again for the rebound as Isaiah Casto brings it into the front court. The Vikings still spread inside to Anderson, and he walked. Coach Mullins signaled that one along with the official. It was a good call. Looked like they pulled the old chair out from under him as he was trying to lean back.
Yeah, he put a body on him, and the guy moved, and there comes the travel.
So 25-24, 6 minutes to go here in the third period of play. Ripley leads Nitro as they enter in the front court. There's Lowe. He looks at the 3. He decides not to. Kicks it over to Myers. Like Myers gets away with a walk. He penetrates all the way in. Non-contested as they had the big men pulled away from the basket, and he gets it to go. 26-25. Nitro leads. Johnson with the basketball at the elbow. Vikings curling off of him. He kicks it back out to Casto. Casto goes down the left side. He's going to be fouled by Robbins, and that's going to be number 3 on Robbins as Casto got the ball in his strong hand feel of that left side.
Here comes Robbins back out of the game.
And that's a big play for the Vikings early in the third period. Not so much offensively for the Cats because Woodrum's done a good job, but on the defensive end, he causes some problems. Very quick out there. Inbounds pass to Anderson. He looks out front. K. Good with the basketball. Hall guarding him. Kicks it back over to Casto. He looks inside, nothing there. Kicks it back out to the top of the key, and a good entry pass by Johnson, and Anderson loses it. Tried to put it on the floor to position himself, and it's kicked out of bounds. Quick hands in there by the Cats.
Yeah, I think Brady had more space there than he was expecting when he got that ball. I think he was looking for contact, and he didn't have it.
And Painter goes hard into the lane. Casto had himself positioned. Looked like for the charge. He's asking an official, what did I do? And he said, you slid. Couldn't see that from our vantage point, but they're going to call the block foul. Usually, this year, those guys love making that charge call because all the eyes are on them, and they like to really act that thing out.
Well, we didn't see one of those 5-steppers that you see in the NCAA now.
No, and the ball goes in the hole for Painter as he knocks down the first free throw, extending the Nitro lead to 2, 27-25. Second shot up and good for Painter. Also, those are almost automatic. I know they're not automatic, but he's that good a shooter. Casto brings the ball in the front court for the Vikings, guarded by Woodrum. He kicks it over, and the ball's tipped as K. Good was coming off a down screen on the baseline, was open in the corner, and the ball deflected out of bounds. So Casto will fire it in to Johnson. Out at the 3, he fakes the three-point shot. Casto off the dribble, Woodrum guarding him. He gets by him, he grabs him, he picks it up, and they're finally going to call the hold as Woodrum grabbed him not only once but twice, and I think Casto kind of turned around and said, you can't guard me.
You know, Nitro's done a good job of slowing down the energy that Ripley came out of the locker room with.
3-point advantage, as you said, Phil. Vikings inbound. Brady Anderson with the ball out at the elbow. He's looking for help. They finally find it with Joey Ramsey. Now over to Casto. Back to Ramsey. He kicks it in the foul line for Johnson. Shot up and good. Good look by Ramsey. He found a wide open Johnson at the elbow, and he was able to knock it down. 28-27. Nitro with a 1-point lead in the ball.
I'll tell you what, Jeff, Luke's got some really nice touch on that 11-footer, doesn't he?
Sure does. When he gets set, he can stroke it. Myers out front, kicks it over to Hall. Hall guarded by Good. Back to Painter. Painter step back three, in and out, no good. Johnson, boy, that thing looked good as Johnson grabs the rebound.
Looks good a couple times. Oh.
Entry pass inside to Brady Anderson. I don't know that he was quite ready for that because it just was out of the, about a hand length away from him as Johnson tried to throw the high-low down inside. That's a tough pass in a direct line from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, you've only got one place you can put that ball to where we can get it positioned there.
You always look for angles. Woodrum with the bounce. Dylan Casto in on him now. Painter pushes off on Good inside. He's contested up by Anderson. No call, and here come the Vikings.
Great job there by Brady altering the shot there.
5-on-4 there for a minute. But Nitro recovers. Isaiah Casto picks up his dribble. Got to be careful with both the Casto boys into the game for the Vikings. Trying to get it to Dylan on that cut. Intercepted. And there is a block call going to be called on the Vikings as K. Good tried to get back and stop the drive of Myers. And really, Phil, he wasn't shooting, so not a bad foul by Good. He wanted the charge, but it was very close on that one.
Yeah, the shot was over. So, yeah, you're right, Jeff.
So no points by a Nitro on that possession. Here they come again as Hall penetrates back out to Myers. He shoots the three. It's off the back of the rim. No good. The battle for the ball. Dylan Casto comes out there with it. Got K. Good on the drive. He pulls up, shoots it, and good. Nice pull up by Good. Shot it in rhythm and drilled it. 29-28 Viking lead. Here comes the Cats quickly in the front court, low with the basketball. Looks inside, nothing there. Back out to Hall. Hall goes to the corner, no good. That ball's tipped away. Great play by Johnson to keep that ball alive, and the Vikings have numbers as they come into the front court. Casto with the Euro step drops it off to Anderson, strong up inside, and the Vikings scored, extend the lead to 31-28. And Coach Lowe wants a timeout for Nitro, full timeout. We'll take one too. You're listening to Viking basketball on 98.3 The Bull.
Fight for the rebound, tip it to himself, and get the ball moving up the court.
Vikings back out in the man-to-man. Looked like they were in a little zone. They came out of it after the entry pass. Low with the ball. Doesn't look at the basket. That's kind of odd. He kicks it over to the drop. And Brady Johnson with the block and the save as Painter went to the hoop. They blocked it. And then a loose ball, Anderson throws it off of Painter, and the Vikings have the ball and the lead with 2:20 to go here in the third period, 31-28. Backdoor cut by Good. They catch up with him. Johnson back into Anderson. Anderson inside and stuffs the ball up against the rim. But there's going to be a foul call Owen Painter, I couldn't hear the whistle, partner.
I didn't hear it at all either. You hear people say he swallowed the whistle. I hope he didn't.
They fouled him before he went up with the shots of the Vikings inbound under their basket. They find Johnson. Little drop step. Thought he was going to dunk it. Laid it in. He had it. He was up above the rim. He thought better of it, and he gets the points. 33-28. Vikings extend their lead.
You know, Jeff, what a great job by Luke of not even putting the ball on the floor there. Just making the turn, going to the hoop with it.
Used that length, that big step. It's low. Fires the three. That's an air ball. And that's very uncommon for that young man. But I guarantee you one thing, though, Phil. He won't stop shooting it.
No, they're going to keep shooting.
Coach's son, who has the green light, he and Painter, Myers, and Hall all don't have any problem as far as the coaching staff for Nitro of firing it up there. They live and die with it.
See, Jeff, this is what we talked about earlier. With Robbins out of the game with the 3 fouls, they're not pressuring the ball as it comes off the court. They're just falling back and getting into their defense.
Good. Over inside into Johnson, and Lowe sacrifices himself. A good screen there by Brady Anderson as Johnson came off that post. They found him wide open. He was going to lay it in again, and they grabbed him. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Viking offense, as you said, without Robbins out there creating havoc on the point guards, have spread the floor and been able to get that entry pass consistently.
Yeah, Robbins on that ball pressure like that basically just doesn't let us start the offense the way that we want. Doesn't give us the vision we want, doesn't give us the first pass that we want. But with him out of the game, it's a lot different for us.
And Johnson knocks down 2 foul shots. I think I figured out what our problem was.
What's that?
Brian's jinx on our throw shooting.
Well, you said it, not me.
No way, partner, as Johnson steps up and hits 2 free throws, 35-28. Our score. Low with the basketball. Back out to Myers. Overplay that time by Joey Ramsey. Almost got the steal. Painter brings it in. Hall tipped away by Isaiah Casto. And partner, the Viking defense has picked it up a step as the offense has turned it up.
Yeah, that's a good deflection there by the Ripley defense to break up this offense.
Dylan Hall out on Myers. He overplays him, swipes the ball, and he gives it off to Hall. Myers does. Back to Myers. Dribble drive into the paint. He walked. He didn't get the shot to go anyway, but the Vikings come out there. Johnson with another rebound. I don't know how many he's got, partner, but he's got a bunch. Gets it in the lane. There's Ramsey. Kicks it back out to Hall. Dylan with the 3.
Two.
Right in the middle. The net hardly moved. 37-28. 40 seconds to go, and here comes Nitro. Low with the basketball. He kicks it over to Woodrum. Woodrum, left-hand dribble, tries to penetrate. Tipped away by Casto. He's got to run out. Lays it up and in. And Nitro wants a timeout as Coach Lowe mass substitutions for the Cats. He doesn't like the effort he sees out of his starters. He sends them to the bench. And boy, we got some issues down there in the black and red.
It looks like a hockey line change, Jeff. They're putting a whole new line in.
30-second timeout for the Vikings. So 28.7 seconds to go here in the third period. The Vikings, who trailed 24-21 at the half, have extended the lead to 39-28. A 18-point quarter thus far for the Vikings. Only 4 points for Nitro. You know, they talk about, Phil, you win with defense. The Vikings came out, ran that little spurt, and now Nitro has 5 new players into the ball game. Most of them we saw in JV action. The only starter back on the floor is Charles Robbins, the senior. So very interesting lineup.
And they didn't have anybody up at the other end of the gym to inbound the ball. So
excited about just getting in the game. Steal by Ramsey. He takes it in, and the official couldn't get down the floor. Joey outran him, so he couldn't tell if he got fouled or not. They don't call anything. Joey goes to save it, which he didn't have to, and turns it over, steps on the line. So here comes the Wildcats on the offensive end. Robbins with the ball, 10 seconds to go in the third period of play. Kicks it off to the top of the key. They swing it around to the right wing. Shot up and blocked by Anderson. The Vikings corral it, the shot up, and no good as the buzzer sounds. And we've got 3 in the books. Partner, the Vikings lead 39-28. You're listening to Viking basketball on 98.3 The Bull.
Twice during the timeout if they put the starters back in yet. He was keeping track of it.
So Nitro inbounds the ball. They get it all sorted out. As Painter comes up, gives it off to Hall. Hall kicks it around to Myers. Dribble drive by Painter. Shot over Johnson. Rolls around. No good. Brady Anderson been there battling and takes it away from low underneath the basket. Here come the Vikings. Let's see if the Vikings continue to attack or slow it down with this 11-point lead. They kick it over to Cade Good. Good off the dribble. Kicks it over to Casto. Isaiah penetrates. Wild shot out of control. Tried to pass it into Anderson. Didn't connect. And here goes Nitro again. The drive by Myers. And he ran into Brady Anderson.
All of Brady Anderson. Every bit of him.
Wow. Hard hit. And they're going to inbound it on the drive. He's not going to get 2 shots out of that. The official explaining to Coach Lowe that it wasn't a shooting foul. He was trying to pass it. So here come the Cats. Woodrum with the ball, kicks it over to Lowe. Lowe not even looking to score as Painter with the ball. He's trailed by Casto. Shot up, no good. Back to Painter inside. He goes up with the left hand. Now they're going to call it. Very little contact made on that, and I think they're going to call that on Johnson. The Vikings got out of control as Dylan Casto kind of got lost on the defense. Didn't get over to Painter, and when he ran out at him, he missed the shot, but he was able to follow it, get the rebound, and put it back up and score it. So big play there. Vikings 39, Cats 30. And folks, I apologize. I'm getting a little hoarse here, not used to all this. Usually Brian's doing most of this commentary. So he knocks it down. 3-point play, Phil, for the Cats.
Robbins back in the game now with 3 fouls.
A lot of pressure. They get it inside to Brady. A wide open layup. The Vikings look down the floor, found the wide open Brady Anderson, and he lays it in for the score.
That's a great press break there by Ripley.
Here comes Hall, shot up and good as he gets penetration. The Viking defense breaks down a couple times. Here's Nitro into the press again. They find Dylan Hall in the corner. He fakes the 3, kicks it back out to Cade Good. Back to Casto. Good back over to Isaiah Casto. Casto looks inside. Anderson asking for the ball. He drops it down inside up against Whittam. Lays it up, in and out, no good. Brady in there battling for the rebound. Can't get it, and here come the Cats. 41-33 our score as Brady a little late getting down the floor. I think he was frustrated by not getting a call down on the other end. Was late, ends up picking up the foul as he trailed the play.
Well, Jeff, Nitro has pretty much decided that they're going to try and get these points back in a hurry with a press, with turnovers, with quick shots. It'll be interesting to see if how Ripley runs their offense from here on out, whether we're going to move any clock, if whatever.
Robbins with the ball, kicks it over to Lowe with the three-pointer. He's off again, battle for the rebound, and tipped out there by Painter. Back to Lowe inside. He's contested. Ramsey with the rebound. Here come the Vikings. They've got numbers as Casto enters the front court. He dribbles all the way down, dishes it off to Anderson, who lays it in. Good job of hesitation, getting Nitro to pull up a little bit, turns on the Jets, gets by the defender, and gets a layup out of it.
Yeah, great presence of mind there to know they have the numbers, and they had that ability.
Hall with a miss, and Johnson with another rebound for the Vikings. He's been big on the boards tonight for the blue and white. Ramsey with the ball, looks inside to Johnson, nothing there. Casto pulls it out. Pressure by Woodrum, dribble drive left side, over to Ramsey. Ramsey with the left hand, he kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson fakes, nothing there, kicks it back out as the Vikings not running a delay, but being very patient on the offensive end, staying spread. Three-pointer up by Ramsey, it's no good, and here come the Cats. Ramsey with the steal, makes up for it on the defensive end, kicks it over to Casto, and Coach Smallin says, slow it down, guys.
Pump the brakes a little bit. Every possession now, even with, the clock continues to move in this fast game, Jeff. 4:53 left to go. Every possession and every shot becomes so important for Nitro here as they try to chip away at this lead.
10-point Viking lead, 4:46 to go in this game. The Vikings in possession, kick it down to Anderson. He's undercut as he catches that ball as they try to double team him. They call the foul. The foul is going to be, is that going to be on Robbins?
Yeah,
that's number 4 on him as Myers checks back into the game, replacing Woodrum for the Cats. So I think
and nobody coming for Robbins.
Coach Lowe will probably play it out. You're right, partner. Here comes Casto on the drive, cups the basketball, gets it knocked out of his hand. They're going to give it to Nitro. As no reason, the Vikings need to be very patient here. Nitro playing man-to-man. They're down 10 points, 43-33 Viking lead. Both teams have 5 team fouls. The Vikings ought to be patient enough to get the Cats to start fouling here in the next minute or so. Hall with the basketball, kicks it over to Robbins on the right wing. He's guarded by Isaiah Casto. He dribble drives into the lane, goes up, kicks it back out to Lowe. Hall back to Lowe. Painter with the basketball. Dribbles to his left side, back out to Robbins. They reset 4 minutes to go in this contest.
Jeff, Nitro being very patient here considering what they're trying to accomplish with this, chipping into this lead.
They're trying to find a 3, and they found it there with Lowe. He spots up, and the coach's son steps up big and knocks down the 3. He's been off most of the night, but when the pressure's on, he's going to take it. Casto with the drive inside. He's cut off back inside to Brady Anderson. He up and fouled! Strong move by the big man. As he got position, Casto got control of the ball, kicked it into him, Phil, and the big man lays it out and gets an N1.
You know, as they're trying to pressure the ball at half court there with a trap and some ball pressure, just not getting back, and we were under the basket there ready for that.
And even Brady knocks down the free throw tonight. So
if this turns into a free throw shooting contest, I'm okay with it tonight.
Back to a 10-point lead as Robbins penetrates, almost loses his footing, kicks it off to Hall, back out to Lowe, back to Pritt, shot up, in and out and back in as Painter knocks it down. Tough shot, but he got it to go. Johnson with the basketball on the dribble. Kicks it over into the front court. Cade chases it down back into Johnson. Easy layup. They got no answer inside if we just get the ball into the front court, Phil.
Yeah. Luke stopped. His defender kept going into the cheerleaders there.
Three-pointer again off the rim, and the Vikings, Ramsey comes down with the rebound.
And like you said, Jeff, do we continue to push a little bit, or are we going to slow down a little bit?
Cade Good, point guard for the Vikings, pulls it out. He dribble drives, tries to kick it inside. Looks like he got fouled as the foul is going to be called, and it's going to be a one-on-one situation as the Wildcats' Trey Hall picks up the foul. A very experienced senior fouls Good, and he's going to go to the foul line as we go to a timeout, full timeout. We'll take 1-2. Vikings lead 48-39. You're listening to Viking basketball on 98.3 The Bull.
Hi, I'm Jeff McCoy with 21 Country Market. We're proud to be in our 21st year serving Jackson County and the surrounding communities. For all your fuel, food, and hardware needs, visit one of the 21 Country Market family of stores where it's always fast, friendly, and helpful. For more information, visit 21country.com.
So let's see if we can keep this free throw.
This is Silk as he knocks down the second free throw. Vikings 50-39 now, 11-point lead. Robbins with the ball quickly into the front court. Guarded by Isaiah Casto. Tipped away again by the Vikings, and here goes Good. He's going in strong, Casto. And Isaiah Casto off the Good steal lays it in. So a little of the pressure that Nitro have been putting on, the Vikings have put on here in the second half, and it's caused them some problems too. 2:16 on the running clock. As Lowe toes up another three, he's got it. He found a better spot on the floor. He was shooting on the other side earlier. He moved out to the top of the key, and he's drained two. Casto with the ball, takes it down inside to Brady. Brady up and in. Good baseline move by Anderson. 54-42, Vikings by 12.
Jeff, Nitro just doesn't have any answer for us around the rim right now offensively.
Not at all. They just can't match up with the size of the Vikings as the foul is called inside on the drive as Isaiah Casto picks up the foul call. That's the 16th foul on the Vikings. Next one will put Nitro at the line. Painter inbounds. Finds Myers back out the hall for a three, short, and Ramsey with the rebound. And here come the Vikings once again in the front court. Cade Good, a lot of contact underneath. And they're going to call the foul on Lowe. He had good position standing straight up. And that's who they're going to call it on. That's 4 on him now. 1:36 to go in the game, Phil. Vikings lead, and Cade Good at the foul line. Just knocked down 2 at the last time he was there and hits the first one.
And, you know, Jeff, aside from making these free throws, Ripley's done a great job of scoring the ball every opportunity they can.
Yeah, there haven't been very many trips down where we haven't got points here in the second half. An 18-4 quarter in the third, and the Vikings off to a good start here also. Myers spots up 3, air ball no good. Brady Anderson with the rebound. Outlet pass to Good. Good looks inside. Johnson wide open. Dunks it. And listen to the student body as Johnson flushes it. Vikings 58-42 extend the lead to 16.
And Jeff, only a little bit of the student section fell out of the bleachers on that dunk by Luke Johnson.
Drive that time by Robbins. There's a lot of excitement in the game as they're going to call the foul on Brady Anderson. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 now for Robbins as Nitro now is entered into the bonus.
I mean, you would think, Jeff, that we would be pumping the brakes, but we know that they can't stop us around the rim. So
you're right, buddy, and there's another good sign. Robbins misses the front end of the 1-and-1. The Vikings get the rebound as Anderson pulls it down. And Vikings with Johnson and the basketball, they do slow it down now a little bit as Casto with the basketball kicks it into Ramsey. Out on the perimeter, Johnson again. Robbins swipes at it, then reaches in and picks up his 5th foul. He doesn't like the call, but it was obvious as he ran through Casto trying to get the steal. He tipped it loose. Casto kind of blocked him off to getting at the ball. And the Viking student section
serenade
waving goodbye. Casto free throw off the rim, no good. Nitro with the ball. Woodrum brings it down on the sideline, back over to Painter. Painter back to Lowe. He spots up for another 3, and he got it. Too little, too late with 30 seconds to go in the ball game as Lowe hits his 3rd 3 here in the second half. Johnson brings the ball up, gives it out to Ramsey. Ramsey into the corner to Anderson. Anderson, free lane to the basket. He's going to put on a dribbling exhibition. And Lowe picks up the foul. Brady will go to the foul line.
Brady caught the ball there in the corner and turned around and almost looked at everybody like, really? Nobody's going to guard me at all?
Yeah. And he'll shoot the double bonus now. As that's the 5th foul on Lowe. As he goes to the free throw line, Dad shakes the hand of the senior. He got hot fourth quarter, but it was just too little too late as Brady didn't stay at the line that time. Shot it up, backed off while he was shooting it. Ball rims out. Second shot now for Brady. Toes the line, shot up off the back of the iron, no good. 17 seconds as the Vikings drop back. Little token defense. Woodrum with the three. Johnson with another rebound. And they call double dribble with 8.9 seconds to go on Isaiah Castos. Woodrum put on a little bit of pressure, not enough really, and Isaiah doesn't look too upset about it as he looks up at the 58-45 score.
Well, what's a double dribble with 8 seconds to go? We got nowhere to be.
He's talking to the official about a three-pointer there by Painter. As he finally gets in the books, the Vikings don't even have to inbound it as the clock runs out. Our final score here at the Health Center, the Vikings 58, Nitro 48. Big win for the Vikings here at home, rebounding from the loss to Ravenswood last week. We'll be back with head coach Derek Mullins. After this break, you're listening to Viking basketball on 98.3 The Bull. Especially after a big win over Scott, playing against our cross-county rival, and what a bounce back here against a very good senior-laden Nitro Wildcat basketball team.
Yeah, I've had to kind of change my mindset up on a lot of things, and kind of had a really self-reflection on what happened over at the pit, and we've just been changing a lot of things in practice. Been really getting into them a lot over these past couple days, really emphasizing how important practice is, and these guys that came out here the past couple days in between the Ravenswood game and this game, and we've really done what we needed to. We executed. We knew we needed to stop one guy, Colton Painter. He's a heck of a ball player, one of the better players in the state. Ramsey came in here and did what he was supposed to do. Just super proud of these guys. We got another big game on Friday. Got 2 big sectional games this week. Got one done with. Got a W here, and hopefully keep moving forward into Friday.
Winfield, pretty good basketball team, undefeated, I believe, at this point in the season. We got to go down there, tough place to play. But can you use this as a measuring stick a little bit?
Every bit of it. Yeah, these guys, I've been itching to get back and play a game. We had a week off in between games, and of course I know the guys have been itching to play back again. And it's something that we just got to work off of. Anytime we can get a win at home, it's always nice to come back here and play. And anytime we can get a win here, it's a good building block and a good building stone to move on to the next game, which is, of course, Winfield, one game at a time for us.
9 for 12 from the free throw line tonight.
Oh, you have no idea how much we've been working in practice. I mean, I bet we shoot 25, 30 minutes in practice. I've been switching things up, making it more competitive, making them run if they miss, and it's just been something I've really emphasized in practice ever since the first day of our first game that we had. So 9 and 12, I'm pleased. I think we were 9 of 9, and then I think we missed the last 3 in the fourth quarter, which kind of got me a little upset, but at the same time, 9 of 12 is better than 9 of 20, so I'll take it any day of the week.
Yeah, they just got to understand it means something. Early in the game, everybody looks at the late in the game when you miss a free throw and they say, "Wow, we just should have." No, you should have made them in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's everything. Every little thing counts. I have something in the locker room that little things matter. Whether it's in the first quarter or the fourth quarter, those little things could be the difference between a win and a loss. Compared to, like, say we take a ball or get on the floor and get a steal and go make a layup. Those 2 points can make a huge difference down at the end of the game.
The pressure that Nitro put on you early in the game affected our play offensively, as we only were able to score 8 points. Our guards adjusted very well. Got Robbins in foul trouble. He could have probably been in it a little earlier than he was, as he was very aggressive out there.
Yeah, that's his job. He comes in there and he's supposed to get up in you and play good, solid defense. Isaiah's came a long ways from the point guard position. He just keeps getting better and better, and he's my leader, him and Luke Johnson. And he's done an excellent job of just keeping these guys upbeat every day in practice. And tonight he was super excited to get back out here on the court and found a way to get a ball and get a win.
Here's a couple stats I think you'll be happy with. 24 for 39 overall from the floor, 62%. 23 of 34, 68% in 2-point shots. We scored most of our points in the paint. Really got aggressive in the second half. You opened it up, spread the floor, gave our guys room to maneuver. Seemed like we were a little too close as far as our positioning in the first half. Weren't able to get some of those entry passes. It opened up like the Red Sea in the second half in the lane, and our guys came through and scored it.
Yep, our strength is our bigs, of course. We try to feed it in as much as we can. Anytime we can get the ball inside, that's what we're trying to do. We're kind of the old school type of team. I changed up everything offensively from the first 5 games until now, so I've completely changed our whole repertoire of what we're trying to do, and just trying to keep getting better.
You said your big men. Johnson came in the game averaging 15.4. He had 16 tonight. Brady averaging 16.6. He had 15.
Yep,
you take that every night?
No, every bit of it. Those are our 2 guys that's going to keep us going. I expect them to get us 30-plus between the 2, and then Isaiah's going to get him 10 to 15, and Kay Good's going to get him 10 to 15 each and every night, and then Ramsey's going to contribute on the boards and getting stops on defense just like he did tonight. I always try to put him on the best offensive player, and, of course, the best offensive player tonight was Colton Painter, and I thought he did an excellent job on him.
Phil made a comment as we started the second half to see how the Vikings come out of the blocks, and the offense was much better, but you held them to 4 points in the third. The defense really played off the offense. The intensity level seemed to rise each and every possession as our kids got some turnovers, got some easy runouts, did some things that really were a benefit as far as stretching the lead out to double digits.
I try to emphasize a lot how we got to play all 4 quarters. I feel like we play 1 to 2 quarters, some games maybe 3, but I feel like tonight for the most part we played all 4 quarters. First quarter was a little iffy, but the other 3 was really good. So I just think we came out, we got a couple we got a stop on the defense end, came down here, we executed what I drew up on the board that we haven't done anything in practice yet, and got a layup off Luke Johnson. So anytime we can execute off those little things is going to build off of it towards the end of the year.
Well, Coach, great win here tonight. Get back at it. Enjoy this one. Get back at it tomorrow. Get ready for the Generals. That would be huge down there. We have struggled against them in years past, but I think this is a different Viking team than they've seen the last couple trips we made down to Winfield. So congratulations. Best of luck. Keep it up. Proud of this Viking team. They represent very well.
Thank you. We're going to keep working in practice and hopefully go to win on Friday.
Head coach Derek Mullins of the victorious Vikings as the Vikings take on the Cats from Nitro and come out with a 58-48 win here at the Hale Center and Field. Coach Mullins is very matter of fact. He's a very disciplined style of coach. He changed things up. He said he did some things, and the kids answered the challenge. So big win here tonight.
Yeah, and as I sit here and listen to Coach talk about the adjustments at halftime, and I think about how the last two periods played out. Even when Nitro would make a couple shots or get a turnover or something like that, there was never a moment that it felt like Ripley wasn't still in control of the second half. And that's a lot. That says a lot about the coaching staff and honestly about the hustle and effort of these kids to come out of the blocks like you said. And honestly, just stay ahead of Nitro the whole time. I mean, so many hustle plays, so many rebounds that they had to fight for, had to tip to themselves, so many times looking to get up the floor. And honestly, when a lot of teams probably would have slowed down and just tried to just take what we can get, we kept being aggressive, even out of the press, even when they were trapping. Keep staying aggressive because they knew if we can get it within 5-6 feet of the hole, they're not going to stop our bigs. So honestly, it was such a good win for Ripley. Beating a ranked opponent like that that's ranked ahead of us. You use the term measuring stick. I think that's pretty much what it is. It erases the Ravenswood situation that happened, and honestly gives us a good feeling as we go down. And I don't care what sport you're playing. When you go to Winfield, you're going to play a good team because they try and be good at everything down there. So this is going to be a good moment for Ripley to get ready for this big game later in the week.
Well, Phil, thank you so much. We wish Brian Johnson, our play-by-play guy here for Viking Sports, a very speedy recovery. Look forward for him being back, but I also appreciate you filling in here tonight.
Well, it's always nice when the coach calls you at 10 a.m. Coach Shadow calls at 10 a.m. and says, you're going in the game, kid. So, glad to be here, Jeff.
So, Vikings victorious here tonight over the Wildcats of Nitro, 58-48. Look forward to Thursday night's contest at Winfield. And want to thank all of our sponsors of Viking basketball. Station manager, as you said, Rick Shadow Shannon, Jennifer at Viking Control for all their help. And honestly, Phil, I like the speed of this game. Not a whole lot of timeouts called. The kids got up and down the floor. It was a fun game to watch, and it's even better to win. So once again, thank you all for tuning in to Viking basketball. I'm Jeff Waybright with Phil Iman, thanking you all for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you very soon, and look forward to the broadcast Thursday night from Winfield. For everyone here in the broadcast tonight, we thank you, and good night.